Forget about savings accounts and buy shares instead. That's a message from the personal finance website Money Facts. But is it really the way forward? Friend of the Nine, Jonathan Davies, an economist and wealth manager from Jonathan Davies Wealth Management. Jonathan, have I got to go and buy my shares now?
Everyone's got an opinion, of course. My answer to your specific question is no. The two companies that are expounding this view that you should get out of cash and go into the share market are basically purveyors of shares and share funds. That's their job. They're not in the business of wealth management. They have no seriously close relationship with individual clients. They're floggers of shares and shares funds. So inevitably, that's what they're saying. I have absolutely no truck with it. I think it's dangerous. I think it's exactly like 2007 when everyone was saying you've got to buy property. And indeed, at the beginning of this year, you've got to buy property, and property is now falling 10% a year, having fallen 5% in the last 6 months. In other words, what I find terrible about the financial services industry, and I'm in it, is that people are always told to buy high. Why didn't they say this a year and a half ago when the stock market was 70% lower than it is today? We actually reduced our exposure to shares in the last few months because it had risen so much.
When I said to the guys that you were coming on, Jonathan, people were asking me specific questions, and actually the general tone of the questioning is, where the hell do we put our money now? What do we do with it? We're told not to pay off our mortgage because the value of the house is going to go down. We're told not to save it. We're told now, and you're saying there about shares, what do you do with your money, if you've got any?
These are the years of return of capital, not the years of return on capital. Our very strong view, is that globally there are great problems in the economy. We're about to have Portugal attacked by global lenders. We're going to have Spain. Just like Ireland and Greece have gone bust, they've literally gone bankrupt. We're going to have big countries like Spain, 7 times the size of Ireland, going bust. You have to preserve your capital, because our view is, for instance, the shares market is going to be significantly lower in the medium term. Perhaps it might be 6 months, it might be 2 or 3 years, but it will be significantly lower than it is today. And that's the time you should buy. Always buy on big dips. Don't buy on highs. With regards to cash, you know what? 5 or 10 minutes on the web, and you'll be able to find interest on deposits of about 2.5%, 3%. You tie it up for a month or 3 months, not a problem, but you can get a reasonable return. Preserve your capital. When there's a big dip in the markets, then buy. Don't do what everyone else does, which is sell. You never sell at the bottom. You never buy at the top. You do the opposite. That's what the smart money does.
Jonathan, great to talk to you. Are you having a quiet Christmas this year?
I wish. I haven't coughed in the last 5 minutes, but as your producer would know when I was speaking to him earlier, I've been coughing for the past few days almost continually. So I'm hoping to have a cough-free Christmas. I'm hoping to have a quiet Christmas. Thank you.
All right. Well, Jonathan, thank you for being a friend of the Nine this year. It's nice to speak to you again, my friend. And get better.
Merry Christmas to you.
And Merry Christmas. Jonathan Davies, economist and wealth manager from Jonathan Davies Wealth Management.